Something I just noticed after recording the video is that if you look at the Age of Triumph logo, if you look at the top left shield, it features some sort of piece of each 3 of the old raids, basically confirming Age of Triumph is going to be taking us back to maybe more than one raid than we thought. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video.
The weekly update didn't provide a lot of information this week, but what it did provide was very interesting. Told us to come back at 9 AM PST or 5 PM GMT from the UK like me, and that's exactly what we did. And what we've got is a post by the Destiny dev team as a whole called The Road Ahead, and I'm going to read through that now live. But just before we get in, if you like the video, please leave a like below, as is appreciated. If you didn't like it, tell me why in the comments. But if you do enjoy this video, subscribe for more regular Destiny content. But anyway, let's jump in, so I'm so excited. This is me reading it live. Okay, so The Road Ahead from the dev team. Hey everyone, we're planning to reveal the final live event for the Destiny 1 era next Wednesday. We're calling it Age of Triumph, and we intend for it to be a fun and memorable celebration that will bring the first major chapter of our Destiny adventures to a fitting close. We'll look back upon the 3 incredible years we've shared as a community and look ahead to some final challenges and rewards that await you in the weeks ahead. But first, we have to answer some important questions you've been asking about Destiny's first full sequel. Sequels represent the start of a new adventure for every player, with new worlds to explore, new stories to tell, new powers to acquire, and new loot to earn, and much more. So, very interesting, new powers to acquire. Does that mean new subclasses? Very new, very blaring new in our face. This led us to a new decision that would enable us to serve both the game and Destiny's players' best interests. Destiny 1 power, possessions, and Eververse related items and currency will not carry forward. They will, however, remain accessible to you in Destiny 1. It's all very interesting. I will share my thoughts on it in a second, but that's quite interesting. Looks like we're not going to get progression carried over, but it looks like our actual characters will be, with some rewards. We know that, just like you have grown fond of the gardens you've created, so we do plan to preserve your character's personalisation. We're going to recognise the dedication and passion you've shown for this world. Specifically, the class, race, gender, face, hair, and marking selections for all characters that have achieved level 20 and completed the Black Garden story missions will carry forward. So, does that mean we're not getting any new classes and playable races? Maybe. We also plan to award those veteran accounts with honours that reflect your Destiny 1 accomplishments. We believe this is the best path forward. It allows us to introduce the major advancements and improvements that all of us expect from a sequel, ensuring it will be the best game we can create, unencumbered by the past. We're looking forward to sharing more details with you later this year for how we will honour your legacy in the future. So very much a fresh start, but also very much keeping the veteran players, give them that little wink and say thanks for playing Destiny 1 kind of thing. Before we do that, we're going to deliver Age of Triumph at the end of March to show you what it's all about. We're planning a series of live stream showcases we'll be reintroducing to some members of the live team. And they'll be showing you the content and activity updates that they've been working on. The dates and times are listed below. So this is the last live update we're going to get in Destiny 1. Probably the last update ever. Anyway, we kick things off next week and it moves on to list them below. Age of Triumph reveal, Wednesday, March 8th. Age of Triumph weekly rituals, Wednesday, March 15th. And finally, Age of Triumph Sandbox update, Wednesday, March 22nd. So mark them in your calendars, that's where it ends. So holy shit, that is very interesting. So, let's just go straight to the top, just scroll on my phone. It's called Age of Triumph, that is very badass. It's got its own artwork and stuff, that'll be on the thumbnail, I assume. So, they intend to be fun and memorable. Is that the new raids coming back? I'll get onto that in a second. I mean, I've got Vault of Glass and gameplay in the background. Most likely for me, it probably is. As they do say, they want to look back on the 3 incredible years they've shared as a community. They want to bring the first major chapter of our Destiny to a close. Things like that. So, for me, the raid's coming back, but it's very interesting. So, throughout March, we're going to be getting information on it, and it will most likely be coming in the last week, as they said, as if everything goes to plan. On the subject of Destiny 2 information, it's the first time they've ever really talked about it properly. They've acknowledged that they're actually making a sequel to this game, and it looks like our characters won't be being carried forward totally. Now, we've had a few leaks in the past of like legit Destiny leakers on Reddit and things, and everyone kind of snubbed them, as did I. But it did say things like, you know, characters won't transfer over, or they'll transfer over in a certain way, and it looks like your character, you know, the character you made is coming over, but he isn't going to be carried over with his gear. The same Guardian is going to be carried over, but somehow will be stripped from his gear, but maybe his cosmetics and achievements will stay with him, which will be very interesting. It looks like they want to aim for rewarding players that played the game from the start. So anyone that played Destiny 1, just played the vanilla game, didn't really like it and left, will still be rewarded in Destiny 2. But I have a feeling players that played the whole way through the 3 years will have a few rewards exclusive to them. Looks like things like your emotes and things you bought won't be accessible straight away in Destiny 2 anyway. So, you know, that's just a bit of a bummer since we bought them. I don't see why they couldn't carry over, but maybe they'll have a new system in place, which might be very good. But as we see from Age of Triumph reveal Wednesday 8th of March, has a screenshot of a Minotaur outside of the Vault of Glass. Or is that outside the Eye of the Gate Lord story mission? I can't tell. Either way, that's Vex. That's Vault of Glass for me. And then Age of Triumph weekly reveals shows a weekly Crucible story. That might be weekly story. And it's got the Prison of Elders logo actually next to it, and the raid logo, so maybe they're introducing some kind of weekly raid activity. Like we saw with Strikes in the last live update, the Dawning, it looked like very much so that they were trying to make Strikes refreshing, and maybe they're going to make raids a little more refreshing as well, so we don't just play them, get the loot, and not play them ever again. Now, I must say, all this artwork looks very impressive. I mean, I think that's a hunter in sort of, that's kind of like Vault of Glass Siva gear actually, and that looks really cool. That's what it looks like to me. It's kind of like half Siva, half Vex gear. That looks very cool in the Sandbox update screenshot. But as I said, Age of Triumph, it's cool. I have a video, an extensive video, I call them big and bulky, my long topic discussion videos, on how I think the event system should be improved and what it's doing well. And what it looks like is this event system is going to be like a half kind of DLC, like the Dawning, as it has its own name. This is all very exciting. If you want more information on this as and when it breaks, follow me on Twitter, because all of that kind of stuff you'll get straight away as it breaks. But also subscribe to me, because I will publish any drop of news I find, as my main sort of goal on this channel is to be a Destiny news channel. But this is also fucking cool. It looks cool. I mean, there's lots of information here. I'll link it in the description. So, to summarise, it's called Age of Triumph. Coming at the end of March, we have 3 live streams on Wednesday, March 8th, Wednesday, March 15th, Wednesday, March 22nd. They'll be revealing Age of Triumph, then they will be talking about the weekly rituals you'll be performing, and then it will talk about the Sandbox update, which, whether or not is that a new meta, we don't know. I doubt it, because we've just got a new one, but it may be those new things they've updated that Cosmo released earlier that they said is going to be fixed with the next live update. I'll link a video, have that in the description. It's very interesting, and I'm just going to quickly summarise what they said about Destiny 2. Your characters are coming over in some form, which is very interesting. Eververse related items and currency won't carry forward into Destiny 2, but you're going to have some nice rewards. They're definitely recognising a fresh start for Destiny 2. Now, as you may or may not know, if you're new to the channel or regular or whatever, I like to throw in my weekly update videos a few nuggets of news that weren't big enough to get their own video throughout the week that I think are quite interesting. Sometimes if there's not much news, I'll put a community highlight at the end of the video, so, you know, I'm always open to suggestions. But I wanted to mention a map of E3 that we have seen. It'll be on screen now, showing that Activision have their own booth. Last year at E3, I believe they didn't. They were merged with Sony. I think this year they'll have their own, not only because Call of Duty, like they said, is going back to its roots, and they're going to have like a boots on the ground Call of Duty, so it's going to be a big reveal for COD. They've also got a Destiny 2 to reveal, and also Ubisoft had its all-time high this year, so they're going to go big, aren't they? But that's all I've got for this week's weekly update. My second video in the past 24 hours. I don't know. I'm a fucking madman. I did one at midnight last night on the weekly update. If you want to know what was in the weekly update itself, that video will be linked in the description. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe for more. and hit the bell to be notified on my uploads. Follow my Twitter to be notified not only when I upload, but also to be keep updated in the Destiny universe. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Sorry this is a bit rushed, I just want to get it out there. Very improvised, but I'll see you in the next one guys. Thanks again. Bye bye.